Welcome along to Eden Park here in Tamaki Makaurau, whānau, and what a beautiful day we have for one-day international cricket as well. The Big Blue is out here in Auckland and Eden Park looks an absolute picture. And a man who knows all about this place and made his one-day international debut right here on that particular occasion, 1-2-2 not out, Martin Guptill, who has called time on his international career. Marty, congratulations first and foremost, but I know this particular place holds some very fond memories for you. Tough decision to make, or just the right decision to make for you?
I think just the right decision to make. 14 years in the black shirt. Look, I had a great time. I loved every single moment of it, and for me and my family, it was the right time to make the decision. So and here we are.
Even with Macca involved, was it still enjoyable? All of those years?
Most of the time, yeah.
Well, Mac, you did spend a lot of your coaching time, playing time. You knew about Martin Guptill. You coached Martin Guptill. You've been touring with Marty for a long time. What was he like to be around, and as a cricket player, as a professional?
He was very easy to be about. He was very professional in how he went about his game. The thing I loved about working with Gup was there was just an X factor to him. You knew that if he had a half decent day, he was going to win you a game of cricket. He had almighty power. It was one of the things, I threw a lot of balls to Gup and the guys over the years. I was just trying to survive because these guys hit the ball so hard. It was just trying to get out of the net with everything intact, and at times that was difficult, but it was really a joy to watch these guys fulfill their talent, play as well as they could do, and win a lot of games for New Zealand over the years. So I found myself very lucky to be in that position that I could work with them, could throw with them, get to know them as people as well as players. So yeah.
Gup, you've not only become one of the greatest of all time to represent your country, but in your career you've become a husband to Laura, you've become a father to your beautiful children, so you've grown up in the spotlight. There must have been days when that was challenging for you, as it is for any young man who takes on professional sport as a career. Oh mate,
there's always ups and downs with sport, Macca knows as well. But the good days, they always outweigh the not so good days. So we were lucky enough to have some good days together with Mac and have some really good times out here with New Zealand, and not only here at Eden Park but all over the world. And I look back now and I almost start to pinch myself, to be honest. It's a bit surreal that it's all happened, and but I do look back with immense pride and enjoy that it all happened for me.
One thing I've always really loved about you and admired about you, Gup, is you've never lost sight of where you're from. You're a suburbs boy through and through. Now, we were together last night in Christchurch, still playing Super Smash, proud to play for the Aces, proud to turn out for your club, and you name check them anytime you can, because it's about getting that next generation through and following that pathway that you laid, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I presented Lockie Stackpole's cap last night for Auckland, and 19 years ago, 4 days ago, 19 years ago, played my first game for Auckland. So it's all about that, and hopefully he's got a long career ahead of him. But yeah, as you said, I love playing for Auckland. Mark O'Donnell was a coach at the time when I played my first game against Macca here. He was on the opposition out here.
That's how long ago it was.
And I won't repeat what he said to me on the field. There were a few words exchanged, mainly from Macca.
To all of us in the commentary box. It just keeps us on our toes.
Exactly, mate. But no, Auckland, it's a great association. I love being part of it and love giving back.
Mac?
I just want Gup, tell us so many highlights over a long career. I want to pinpoint 2 World Cups. 2015 was a very special World Cup because it was in New Zealand. The support of the fan base we had around the country, the cricket we were playing as well. And 2019 was obviously a special World Cup as well. Are those 2 highlights in your career when you look back and you look at a number of things that you've ticked off?
Yeah, definitely. Back-to-back World Cup finals. Obviously, the 2015, we didn't quite play well enough on the day in the final to win that one. But, in the 2019, we played some really good cricket. We started off with a hiss and a roar. We dropped a couple of games sort of towards the end, and, we scraped through into the semi-finals, and we played, a 2-day, 1-day semi-final against India. And, you look back at that and think it was a really strange game, wasn't it?
It was.
But, to come out on the right side of that and to get to the final at Lords, no better place to play a final.
Probably the greatest match of one-day international 50 over cricket ever played.
We'll still give you goosebumps. Doesn't
Correct.
matter how many times you see that replay.
It's a highlight, but it's also a low light.
It would have been nice if it had an alternative ending. We know that much. Gup, what about family and the support you've had from your own family, but the extended family around you as well? How crucial has that been to allow you to continue to be a professional cricketer?
Oh, it's massive. It almost becomes everything because, Laura has a full-time job. She works so hard and is so good at what she does that, when I'm away we have to call on people to look after our two kids. So we couldn't do it without them, and I'm immensely proud to be part of the family and be able to have that support so that we can both go out and do what we do.
Well, we're just really thrilled that you could be here today, where it all began for you, Gup, in one-day cricket, and I know you'll be cheering on the Black Caps for the rest of your life, and once a Black Cap, always a Black Cap, but in your case, Gup, you'll go down as one of the greats, and certainly in white ball cricket, a record that will be hard to match for many coming through the ranks. So congratulations on everything you've achieved, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Martin Guptill joining us here on TVNZ, and we look forward to hanging out a bit more with him.